For a century and a half, Trinity University has pursued a singular mission, providing transformative liberal arts and sciences education.
Academic integrity has always been a key part of that mission. It's what underwrites the value of a Trinity education.
In 2003, Trinity's Association of Student Representatives, a precursor to the Student Government Association, developed, debated, and passed the Academic Honor Code. The Honor Code was then ratified by the Faculty Senate, the Faculty Assembly, and the Board of Trustees.
Since then, the Honor Code has been the system by which Trinity students hold themselves accountable to our shared values of academic integrity. We are a completely student-run organization. The students who make up the Honor Council are in charge of writing the code, setting Trinity's policies on academic integrity, and we adjudicate all academic integrity cases when violations occur. This video will introduce you to your Honor Council and your Honor Code.
There are several types of Honor Code violations, including giving or receiving unauthorized assistance, turning in someone else's work as your own, plagiarism, that is presenting someone else's ideas as your own or without proper citation, handing in the same work in 2 or more courses without approval from both professors, unauthorized collaboration, and changing grades or falsifying data. In other words, if it looks like cheating or feels like cheating, it's probably an Honor Code violation.
Most violations that we encounter do not come from students with malicious intent. Most violations come from students who overcommit themselves and procrastinate on their work. Especially in the case of plagiarism, most violations come from students running out of time, panicking, and copying and pasting from online sources, hoping the professor does not notice. This is easily noticed though by professors because they are experts in the field. Pretty much any source you could find online they have seen before.
So how does one live by the Honor Code on a day-to-day basis? There are several things that you can do to uphold the Honor Code. Be sure to read each course syllabus carefully. Professors typically include important information about the Honor Code, including what types of collaboration are allowed and what style of citation is required for written work and presentations. The syllabus sets the bar for what professors expect in your work, so make sure you know what they want. If you have any questions about the syllabus, ask. Be sure to read assignments carefully too. Assignment prompts often include additional instructions about what is and isn't allowed. Again, if you have questions, ask. Some courses have peer tutors. They're there to help answer questions, and they can often give guidance about how to abide by the Honor Code.
Most importantly, understand that your professor is your very best resource when it comes to upholding the Honor Code. All of your professors want for you to live up to the high standard of academic integrity at Trinity. They're ready to answer your questions and to guide you towards the right decisions. Lastly, don't procrastinate. Like we said, most violations come from students who don't have time to finish their work properly, so they panic and they make poor decisions. Papers take time. Assignments take time. Make sure to give yourself the time they demand. And when you can't, tell your professor. As an example, if you see you have 2 papers due and a test next week, maybe ask your professor now for extra time on the paper. Many professors give extensions when they see that you're planning ahead. And worst case scenario, it's better to turn something in late done correctly than to turn in an assignment you cheated on and receive a grade penalty. At the start of your first semester, you and your classmates will sign the Honor Code at the academic convocation, a formal ceremony signaling the start of your Trinity career. The Honor Code reads, in part, students are required to add the statement, "On my honor, I have neither given nor received any unauthorized assistance on this work," and their signature to each assignment to reinforce and reaffirm their adherence to the Academic Honor Code.
Rather than add this statement to all coursework, including problem sets, lab reports, and essays, students can instead write "pledged" and sign their name. Get used to pledging your coursework. It shows that you've taken ownership of your intellectual property. Like an artist signing a painting, your pledge signals pride in a job well done. However, if you forget to pledge, that does not mean you're allowed to start cheating. You're responsible for the integrity of your work at all times, regardless of whether or not you have remembered to pledge your work.
Most Honor Code violations are reported by Trinity professors, but anyone at Trinity, students, faculty, and staff, can submit an Honor Code violation. An online allegation form makes the process simple and quick.
Students accused of violating the Honor Code will be notified by the Honor Council External Chair, who will explain the students' rights and responsibilities in more detail. The External Chair will also communicate details about the hearing date and location. A member of the Honor Council will be assigned as the student's case presenter. The case presenter is tasked with gathering evidence and statements and preparing these for the hearing, as well as explaining the process. Note that the case presenter is not a lawyer, but someone tasked to write an objective statement of what occurred. A different case presenter will provide a similar service for the accuser. If accused of a violation, there are a few things you cannot do. It is very important that the accuser and the accused student do not discuss the alleged violation prior to the Academic Honor Council hearing. Additionally, you cannot escape a violation by withdrawing from the course. Until the violation has been resolved, the registrar will not allow you to withdraw from the course.
All Honor Council hearings are held in strict confidence. Only members of the Honor Council and Honor Council faculty advisors, along with the accuser and the accused student and witnesses, are allowed to attend the closed hearings. Participants agree to absolute confidentiality. During the hearing, accused students are first given the option to plead responsible or not responsible for an Honor Code violation. The hearing panel, which consists of 3 Honor Council members, then hears the facts of the case. The case presenters bring evidence to the hearing panel and give statements on behalf of their party. The accuser and the accused students are strongly encouraged to attend the hearing to answer questions from the hearing panel and to make a final statement. After the hearing panel deliberates, a decision of responsible or not responsible will be announced. We operate on the standard of clear and convincing evidence. That is, the hearing panel does not make decisions based on hearsay, but looks for evidence of an Honor Code violation to decide responsibility. If found responsible, the hearing panel must then decide what class of violation occurred. This decision is also made on the basis of clear and convincing evidence.
Students found in violation of the Honor Code receive 3 types of sanctions, each one determined by the type of violation. Class 1 refers to minor violations. Class 1 sanctions include an academic integrity online course and a 1/3 letter grade reduction for the course. Class 2 refers to substantial violations. Class 2 sanctions include an academic integrity online course and a 2/3 letter grade reduction for the course. Class 3 refers to major violations. Class 3 sanctions include an academic integrity online course, a 0 on the assignment, and a 1 letter grade reduction for the course. If a student pleads responsible, then the letter grade sanctions are reduced. Students found to violate the Honor Code a second time are automatically suspended from the university. Students found to violate the Honor Code a 3rd time are automatically expelled from the university.
All students found in violation of the Honor Code have a right to appeal the decision within 5 class days following receipt of the Honor Council opinion. Appeals of a first offense are handled by an Honor Council appeals panel. The cases of all students suspended or expelled for repeat Honor Code violation are automatically appealed to the university president.
As a student at the start of your Trinity academic career, you probably haven't given too much thought about how academic integrity is a lifelong process, but it is. As a Trinity student, you're gaining valuable expertise so that you can leave your imprint on the world. True creativity, whether as a scholar or in professional life, requires a foundation of academic integrity and professional ethics.
Thanks for taking the time to learn about the Honor Council and the Honor Code. If you'd like to learn more, visit the Honor Council website. And if you have questions, feel free to email Dr. Michael Soto, Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs at msoto@trinity.edu.